Hi, welcome to Buzz on Business. I'm here today with Kelly Barnes, one of the owners of JDog.
Hi, Kimberly. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, how did you ever get into this business?
You could say I've been hauling junk my entire life. My grandfather actually had a license allowing him to dig through the garbage on the streets of Buffalo, and if he found something he thought he could resell, he took it home, he resold it. That's all fine and dandy. He was very organized, he was very neat and tidy with it, but when he passed away, I was 10 years old, and he left a lot of stuff in the backyard that had to be cleared out. So that was kind of when I started having to haul junk, and then my father was a hoarder, and when he passed away in 2006, it took a very long time to get his house clear. So my husband had seen JDog on the news. Mm-hmm. It is a franchise, we are nationwide. And he had kind of said to me in a joking manner, he's like, hey, this looks really cool. You have to be a veteran or a veteran family member to buy in. Haha, if I lose my job, let's start a junk hauling business. And a month later, he lost his job. So we said, okay, we're hauling junk now.
Nice. So basically you've been upcycling all your life.
Pretty much.
And you get to drive around those fancy trucks and trailers that I see everywhere.
Yes, we have the camouflage wrap vehicles.
Okay. So tell me the history behind JDog.
JDog was started by Jerry Flanagan out in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was a business owner. He had owned a Halloween store, but that's not recession proof. He had owned a swing set store. And when the recession hit in 2012, or 2008 rather, that sunk that. So he went looking for something he could do that was reasonably recession-proof that allowed him to still own his own business. And JDog is just his nickname from the Army days. Everyone thinks it stands for junk. No, it just stands for Jerry. So Jerry opens the business, and initially it was just a way to feed his family. People wanted to know more about his veteran connection. They wanted to know more about his service. And as he grew and made the decision to franchise, it morphed into something entirely different. And now one of the main goals of JDog is to provide veterans and their family owners with a means to own their own business and with meaningful employment.
So do you just hire anybody, or are most of your staff veterans?
Veterans receive preferential hiring status. So we absolutely love hiring veterans. We look for veterans, but we do also hire civilians. Of our 5 primary crew members currently, we have a Navy vet, an Army vet, a Marine Corps veteran, and an Air Force wife. When
I hear that you haul junk, I imagine in my mind that hoarder show and a big giant shovel. And what is it that you really do to make an impact?
So sometimes it is just like the hoarder show and the giant shovel, and I promise you it's amazingly rewarding when we get to the end of those jobs and the people are just so happy that it's all gone.
Nice.
But it's also as simple as I've got this whole couch in the basement that no one uses and I want it gone. So we do single item pickups. We get rid of hot tubs, pianos. I mean, we even take down small buildings. So if you've got a shed that's falling down, we'll take the entire shed and the contents away if that's what you need.
What's the coolest thing you ever found?
I would have to say the coolest thing we ever found is a messenger belt from the Civil War. It's got the belt, the messenger pouch, and the buckle. It's from a regiment out of Virginia. And it's the type of thing that, had we come across it while we were in the job, we actually would have returned it to the family. We would have been like, no, you want this. But it was just buried in a box of other things. And by the time we came across it, I'm like, we had no way of determining where it came from.
Right.
But I would say that is by far the coolest thing we found. It's a little piece of history.
So when you're cleaning out attics and stuff, what makes you different than any other junk hauling companies that are out there?
I would say number one is our customer service.
Okay.
Pedro and I, my husband and I, spent years and years in the retail industry, so we're very focused on customer service. And we just receive so many amazing reviews on our guys. Our customers, guys and gals, pardon me, but our customers just love how friendly our crew is. And we genuinely want to help people. We genuinely want to see them improve their houses and take back those living spaces.
Nice. And what happens when you find an heirloom?
It is returned to the family.
Okay.
So, and that has happened. We did an estate clean out, and they said, okay, these items are being left for a sale, so we left those alone, but we were working down in the basement, and the guys kept finding shirt boxes full of quarters. like shirt boxes and coffee cans. And these were not, I mean, there's a fair bit of base value there because it was hundreds and hundreds of quarters. But these are actually quarters from the turn of the century.
Oh, wow.
So they're actual silver. Those were all taken right upstairs and handed over to the family member because there's a good value in those. We found uniform pieces from one of their family members. Those were returned. So anything like that, the guys know. Pictures, important paperwork, possible heirlooms. They'll take it to the family and say, are you sure you want to get rid of this?
That is amazing. And I'm certain that that makes a difference, especially, as you said, you're really making somebody's life better. You're dealing with kids that all of a sudden lost their parents, and then the house needs to be sold, and they have 3 weeks to do it, and how do they manage it?
Right.
And at least you're saving their memories for them.
Yes. We try to make it easy and safe.
So what area do you guys cover?
We cover, JDog is zip code specific.
Okay.
So technically we own most of Medina County straight north up to the lake. But we can go outside of that area. We have a counterpart now out in Akron. He owns most of Akron, Hudson, and Stowe. So again, we can go outside of our areas, but another person cannot come in and buy a zip code that we already own. So between us and Joe Pig, we're able to cover most of Northeast Ohio.
That is amazing.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my guys are heading over to Chagrin Falls this morning.
Okay. Well, it's really nice to hear that there's a junk company that's local. Because did you say you were based here in Brunswick?
We are based out of Brunswick.
Okay.
My husband and I chose to move to Brunswick when we came to Ohio back in 2000. So Brunswick has been our home ever since. And we do offer special discounts specifically for our neighbors. So if you call from Brunswick, you are automatically getting a discount because we believe in taking care of our neighbors.
It's been amazing to hear about your junk hauling business, JDog, how you involve veterans in it, and how you're so rewarded by helping people find hope.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good.
I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.